We did talk about the Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those...
Marjorie Taylor Greene doubled down on her criticism of President Trump in an interview on CBS's 60 Minutes on Sunday, less than a month after the longtime Trump ally announced she would resign from Congress amid her public feud with the president. In the interview, Greene stood by the defiant stances she's taken against the president in recent months and said some of her GOP colleagues stay mum because they're terrified of publicly breaking with the president, as she has. Greene addressed the rise in death threats against her and her family, saying it's clear to her that Trump's own words have contributed to the uptick. With less than a month before her self-determined departure date from Congress, Greene addressed questions about her political future. The Georgian said it would shock people to hear how her GOP colleagues talk about the president behind closed doors. Greene said, as recently as last year, her colleagues would make fun of Trump but started kissing his behind when he won the 2024 GOP primary.
Behind the scenes, do they talk differently? CBS anchor Leslie Stahl asked in the interview, which aired Sunday.
Yes, Greene said.
How?
Oh, it would shock people, Greene replied.
Well, let's shock people, Stahl said. Y'all stay until the end and subscribe now.
Okay. I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, Leslie, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time, Greene continued.
Greene told Stahl that more Republicans don't speak out against the president when they disagree with him because they're terrified of being targeted by him.
I'm going to ask you about the almost solid support he has among Republicans in Congress. Is there, in that support, fear? Does the support come about because they're afraid that they'll get death threats? Stahl asked.
I think they're terrified to step out of line and get a nasty Truth Social post on them, yes, Greene responded.
And they're watching what happened to you?
Yes, Greene replied.
Greene also reiterated her concern that the president is too focused on his international agenda and isn't prioritizing needs of Americans.
For an America First president, the number one focus should have been domestic policy, and it wasn't. And so, of course, I was critical, because those were my campaign promises. Once we fix everything here then, fine, we'll talk to the rest of the world, she said.
Greene also noted that when the president labeled her a traitor was around the same time he was entertaining controversial figures in the Oval Office.
He did this in the same time span where President Trump brought in the al-Qaeda leader that was wanted by the U.S. government, who is now the president of Syria. Then within a week, he brought in the Saudi crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, who murdered an American journalist. And then he brought in the newly elected Democrat socialist mayor of New York, she said. That was the time span that he called me a traitor.
Greene now describes her ideological viewpoint as America First, but wouldn't accept the MAGA label.
Are you MAGA? Stahl asked.
I'm America First, Greene said.
And that's not the same as MAGA? Stahl followed up.
MAGA is President Trump's phrase, Greene said. That's his political policies. I call myself America First.
But you're not saying you're MAGA. That's over, Stahl said.
I'm America First, yep, Greene added, shaking her head no.
Greene said she has no further political ambitions at the moment.
People want to know, is this a true conversion, a true change of heart? Or is it kind of a shrewd political calculation? A lot of people think you're doing it and that you, in a year or so, are going to run for some other office, Stahl asked Greene.
I have zero plans, zero desire to run for president. I would hate the Senate. I'm not running for governor, Greene replied, noting people in Washington find it hard to believe there isn't a long-term plan. Leslie, it doesn't matter how many times I say it. I'll have face-to-face conversations with people, and I'll flat out tell them to their face and they won't believe me. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. They'll wink at me and I'm like, okay, Greene said. It's like, I don't know how to make it more clear, she said.
Subscribe to stay informed with the latest Trump stuff.